Alright, next round is up against Minimal. I'm gonna jump right into it. Same strategy as before. Lead with Jane Cap Windle, see if I can get some good games. Quick win, and then back with Fell Stinger. Okay, Minimal's going with their new Tazu captain plan. Tazu, if you get hit first by an attack, you deal 50% more damage after. I know from playing earlier, this is a coffee Tazu, which means if Minimal gets a boost, gets that Flourish coffee, definitely will outspeed Windle in the in game. So a little bit worried about that. I think to start out, they have pretty good options with Clint and Ferran here to lead. Both of those pair up okay against Grace. I think Grace is a fine switch here. A little bit worried if they end up leading Lise or Zale here, but I really expected Ferran or Clint. So Clint comes in, can drop Clint's initiative. I'm just gonna throw off. Actually, here I think a Lullaby might be the best play. Though if Lise comes in and blocks it, kind of is a wasted turn for me. But Clint does end up being an endgame threat. So I'm going to go with the Peck play. It does set up Window later. Not too worried about Poison Dagger. Just means that Grace probably won't end up sweeping this game. Doesn't do too much. I am just going to throw off another Peck. Let Minimal choose to switch in something and eat it. Tazu comes in. Okay. Ooh. So there's no bomb locket on Tazu. Tazu doesn't have a battery available yet, but could coffee here. If I time my memory locket right with Zale, I could null out the boost they get from coffee. It's actually somewhat tempting here. They threaten me out with Firewall. Let's see. Yeah, I think Zale is a free switch here. Again, that's fine. They don't lose their stat drops unless they flourish it. So I'm okay with them getting the boost there, because it lets me throw off a Peck. I don't think Minimal will stay in here. Most likely he's kind of gearing up to sweep with Tazu in the end. Okay. Clint comes in. Grace is a pretty safe option. Not too worried about anything that Clint can do here. Even the ribbon twirl would be annoying, but that's fine. Again, Grace got her offensive stats lowered, so Grace is going to be more of a utility this game. Throwing out Pecks, maybe a Lullaby in the end game. Some key initiative drops with Stunning. Okay, Minimal goes for the Longsword there. So Longsword, Poison Dagger, might have Unbutton still, so Jane isn't quite a safe switch in yet. I do outspeed still with Unbutton, so pretty free to use that here. Minimal should know that. I don't think they would sacrifice Clint so early, especially if they have a potential priority move here. So what I'm going to do is go for another Peck. Okay, I was wrong. Minimal decided to sack Clint there. Went for the Poison Dagger. wasn't quite enough to secure the forfeit there, which means I can throw off an on-button. If I boost up Grace's initiative enough, there's a chance that she can still outspeed Tazu before Tazu gets another coffee off. Okay, get a speed boost, heal up a little bit with Lucky Pendant. What comes in now? Maybe Lise. If Lise comes in, I think I might sacrifice Grace to get that peck. Memory Locket is still active on Zale, so I can save that for later if I need to. Tazu might come in if Minimal knows he can outspeed. Might be kind of calcing my speed boost on Grace. If Minimal brings in Tazu here, I'm going to assume that they know they can outspeed me. Because the initiative stat hasn't been fully revealed yet. My other option is to parry Lullaby. So what they could do here is boost their coffee. And I kind of like that play. I'm going to assume they know they outspeed here. Do I need Grace later on? Ferran is still a threat. I think keeping Zale here is going to be important. Or I think keeping Grace here for Ferran later is going to be important. Zale can eat the potential fireworks that comes in here. If Minimal chooses to flourish that second coffee, it means that Memory Locket is now a threat if they attack me. The nice thing is that Tazu doesn't have a way to boost her attack stats, only the speed. The real threat is that she's super fast. Oh, back pocket locket, okay. Interesting. So still 2 coffees left. Super fast, but doesn't really have a way to get through me. I think I'm fine to Shriek here, or even Peck again. Because I'm pretty confident I'll outspeed anything else in the back. So Shriek seems okay here. And I know that Tazu can't do too much against Zale. Okay, I get the Shriek. Let's see, if Ferran has max digital and I fireworks here with 90 unboosted crit, I can do 48, which is not quite enough here. So is Flourish, Firm Handshake a threat here? A little bit. So maybe even a parry Fireworks is the right play. I'm gonna go for a parry Fireworks just in case they have something tricky like Flourish, Firm Handshake. So that they go for Topple Hammer, block that, get my decoy. I am free to Fireworks again. Ferran was one of the big ones I was worried about surviving the endgame against Wendell. Lise comes in. Unimpressed, Lise. Okay. That's fine. That actually gives me an opportunity to peck here. Okay, so Tazu still an in-game threat, especially if at full health, because Flicker Glove, even boosted, it's not going to do maybe 50. So get the peck. Expecting maybe a fireworks here. Yep. Alright, so Lise is very, very weak here. A Shriek would take her out. Would bring me down to 60. That's fine. I think it's worth taking Lise out here. If I'm able to take Lise out here, what comes in? Maybe Tazu. Ferran doesn't have a way to take down Zale unless Minimal chooses to burn a battery and use a parry. I have a full battery left. Really cool tech on the Tazu with back pocket locket. I was kind of hoping that we'd only have 2 uses of that and had burned him there, but still have to watch out for that. I'm curious what initiative, if any, Minimal puts into his Tazu. Okay, Front comes in. Minimal has a battery available to parry if he wants to. I think because I still have memory locket here, my Zale is much more valuable. I would rather... Yeah, okay. Wait, a flourish there. Alarm pendant. Okay. That's really cool. So Ferran would have taken out Zale there, but thankfully I was able to switch out in time. Not able to break down Ferran with a single attack, but something like a lullaby would force him to take himself down. So I'm gonna go for the lullaby. Okay, goes for the bribe. Goes down from the tired. So I have a battery here. Minimal does not. That means Wendell is actually not too bad of a fighter here. Mostly because I have a potential parry available. Okay, Zale's in. I'm just gonna go for a straight fashion advice. I'm not too worried about... Actually, it might even be worth using the critical. No, I'm gonna set my battery, just go for a straight up fashion advice. Take out Zale's item. Goes for a fireworks there. Doesn't quite get the... Doesn't quite break Gloam Locket, so that's still active in case I'm able to heal myself up. Could go for the flaunt here. Is it worth? Minimal needs to save his battery, so I don't expect a parry here, which means I'm pretty safe to just flaunt. Yep. Flaunt, get the little healing. That might be relevant if Tazu is backlash Tazu. Okay, I have a battery. Minimal's faster, guaranteed. Even with no investment, 180 versus 175. They can't boost their speed anymore. The only way for them to clear their lowered emotional defense is to flourish coffee. But if they do that, they go down to my attack. So I think they're forced to flourish an attack here, which means once I bring in Zale and get the memory locket break, Wendell can come back in and clean up. If not, then what I need to do is get Selah into a point where Minimal doesn't have battery. Okay, goes for the bribe. Memory locket. So what happened there was they expected me to switch, chose not to flourish there. Good play from Minimal. What does that mean for me? It means I can parry Shriek here. I think is what that means. So they flourish the coffee. They don't have a battery anymore. They don't have a way to get it. So I think Selah comes in after and Flicker Gloves for the win. Fireworks. Go for Firewall. Okay. What I think this means is Selah comes in to kill with Flicker Glove. Alright. Very good game. That Tazu is crazy cool with that coffee. Tazu, a normally defensive fighter, but when you boost her speed up like that, it makes it so she's really threatening sweeper. Because normally something that fast dies in one hit to a priority move, but yeah, good game. Right. Next match. The Fell Stinger. What is Minimal going to bring against this team? Same one, okay. This time I don't have the memory locket tech that I had before. Unimpressed Lease. It's probably the best start against me. Knowing that, Clint is a good lead against me too. I'm gonna get my boost. I think it will be relevant. Let's see what kind of set you're running here, Minimal. Pretty standard Lease, Lucky Pendant. Yeah, okay, but unimpressed. Eric is my normal switch in here. Can hit back hard with Fireworks of my own. I also like Disruption Wave here. I think I'm going to go for that. Automatically get that sad onto Tazu. I was expecting Zale to come in, to be honest. And I think that's going to be hard for Minimal to get rid of right away. So I'm free to just hit hard with the Fireworks real quick, get my battery going. What does Minimal do here? Maybe goes for a coffee to start with. Okay, goes for the Firewall. Just wants to take out Eric immediately. Maybe not too worried about my potential switch in here to Fel. But I think Fel comes in pretty much for free. Forces Tazu out for sure. Don't really need to worry about... I don't need to worry about a parry because Tazu doesn't have enough battery to block. What could come in here? Lise could come in, but I think with Riding Crop into Flourish Riding Crop, it's almost... Can't remember if that's a confirmed knockout or not. So we can check here. Oh, we know it will do 54. I don't think this damage prediction here is accounting for Unimpressed. 42. Riding Crop, no item. Lise at 42. Yeah, that's only doing 48, but even then, Thorn Pendant Clint, okay, that's cool. Definitely confirmed slower. Might have quick foil though, so I shouldn't be too hasty with my fireworks. Need to play a little bit safer and bring in Kaiban here. I do have a parry available, so maybe a parry fireworks would have been decent as well. But yeah, Clint just goes for that poison dagger. Again, Kaiban is a utility fighter here on this team. What comes in now? I don't expect Clint to attack here. I expect a switch. So I'm going to bring Fel back in. Yep. Sail in. Fel in. Let's figure out what this Zale set was. Didn't really get to see it last time. Fireworks Peck Burn Bright with Vivid Bomb Locket. Okay. So the Bomb Locket to boost the speed and attack and not worry about the drop in defense. So another setup sweeper on this team. Again, I don't have to worry about Gloam Locket, just Riding Crop for free here. Clint comes back in, takes a bunch from Riding Crop. Wish I knew. The thing is here, I have a parry available. So even if you do something like quick foil, I'm not too worried about it. 81. I think a parry fireworks is fine. To choose a switch out, all I do is burn a little bit of battery. Guaranteed get Clint. Don't have to worry about priority attack anymore. Lise comes in. Okay. Flourish Riding Crop is not enough yet. But I still have Tazu here. Just need a little bit of chip damage onto Lise. Minimal should know that and switch out here. But what do they switch into? Maybe Zale? A Flourish pop-ups here seems pretty good. Zale... Yeah, I actually like a Flourish pop-ups here. I don't think... Okay, they just go for the fireworks. It does give them the tidy here, but if they go for the tidy, I can just start charging myself up with firewall, do some guaranteed damage, get another battery going. If they switch out, they take the damage from the pop-ups. I think they're forced to tidy here. So fireworks, admire, tidy, no way to heal. So just a firewall seems decent here. Burn Bright, 84 at +4. So I'm just checking if Zale can outspeed after the flourish, and that is at 168. 168. They have the tiebreaker token, so that would be enough to outspeed Fel. Need to worry a little bit about that. I'm just gonna firewall here, get some nice damage onto Lise. They go for the fireworks. Unimpressed means my firewall isn't protecting me. And I have another safe firewall here to take Lise out. I think it's fine here. To firewall. Tazu comes in. Hit Tazu hard. Backlash. So our Tazus are the same initiative value, which means because they have the tiebreaker token, Minimal is going to move first. Minimal has a flourish available, which means he could get rid of all those feelings and boost the attack, or boost the initiative all the way up. Am I worried about that? Either way, they're going to take down Tazu. I think it's better for me to just pop ups here, just in case they decide not to. In case they went for that coffee, I would have some everlasting damage throughout the rest of the match. But they choose not to. They just go for the guaranteed. It means Fel can come in. It also means that Sayla can come in, but I think I need to save Sayla for potential Zale in game here. So I'm going to bring in Fel here. Get my boost. Forced to flourish here, because if they parry, it is very bad for me. Go ahead and fireworks just to make sure I get an extra charge from using fireworks. The question is, would they sack Tazu here, because it would mean they lose their captain plan. That's probably what Minimal is worried about here, maybe considering switching in something like Lise. Instead chooses just to sack his captain. Take backlash damage on Fel. What comes in now? Ferran could come in. I think Ferran is pretty safe from anything else. Pretty much immune to a one-hit kill from Fel right now. Yep, Ferran comes in. What does Ferran have available? Ferran has Topplehammer. What else could Ferran do to me? I think it's important for me to switch and get some more charge. Minimal predicts me to switch there. Fireworks. So Zale cannot get me in one hit here. I think it's okay for me to flourish blackjack here. Because if they burn bright, what does that mean? The only reason I'm not sure is because of this bomb locket. Though I have Sayla to come in after. I'm gonna go for just the standard blackjack. See, maybe it was correct to flourish blackjack there and give Zale the dizzy, but I valued saving my battery for potential Sayla Flicker Glove later. Plus the extra tired from this blackjack will add up. And I still have my Tenacious active. So Fireworks is very free. I can predict that and use Heart to Heart, however, and get some extra damage onto Zale. What might Minimal do here? Minimal could parry. They could go for a peck, predicting my Heart to Heart, but instead goes for the Fireworks. I don't blame him. That is a lot of charge. Can heal with Heart to Heart. Alright. So I'm staying ahead on the battery game. That is very good. How do I close this game out? I can't switch. Minimal should know that. Just gonna go for my blackjack here. Okay. Ace comes in, gets the tired. Looks like saving Zale's health for later. Knows that he can outspeed. I'm faster here. What can Minimal do other than Fireworks? Nothing. But that's fine. I'm okay with losing Kaiban here. Yep, it's the Fireworks. Okay, who comes in now? Can Sayla? With 2 batteries, 2 flourishes, I'll have my last battery. I think it's more important to... I think Sayla is the play here. Sayla can take out Lise, can then take out Zale if she just decides to come in, or get a big chunk onto Ferran. But flourishing twice, I'll hit twice, which means I'll have my last battery for the last turn of the game. And not have to worry too much about Minimal out-battering me. Decent switch there though. Forces me to use a battery. But now I can Claymore or even just Flicker Glove. What does Ferran do here to me? I don't think too much. So I think I'm okay to just Claymore here for a nice chunk. Topple. Just gonna out-brute. Out-brute the front here. I'm just thinking if it's worth flourishing to... No, because that won't break through. So I think it's correct to just Claymore once more. Even if Minimal does something crazy here, this is the alarm pendant Ferran. I'm just remembering that. What does that mean? Nothing, because Ferran can't critical hit me. Which means I can just Claymore once more. Should take out Ferran and then flourish Flicker Glove twice for game. Okay, I have 2 battery and Minimal doesn't have a way to outspeed me or out-prioritize me anymore. So I think that's game. Flourish, Flicker Glove. critical hits. It goes through any parry that Minimal might try. Zell comes in, and I can flourish Flicker Glove to end the game. Whew, crazy game, very fun game. Cool team Minimal. Wasn't quite enough this time. Good game.